right, baby. So where were we? Hey, where were we? We were at number 6. Number 6. Remember, you're on the jury. You're sitting on the jury, guys. Reasonable, intelligent person, right? You're sitting on a jury. And these are, again, things you must believe in order to convict the lone perpetrator. BK, Bryan, right? All right. Now, this one is a little bit tricky, okay? Speaking of the lone perpetrator, would you be able to convict Bryan as well as the sole perpetrator, right? Here's what I'm getting at. Let's say the defense, and they're going to do this, puts in your mind that there are other people who were involved in this crime. They're going to put it in your mind that other people were involved, the alternates, if the judge allows such, but still, well, speaking of the judge, I hope you like that little reference in there. Anyway, it would be nice. Here's the thing. If you're the state, right, you don't want any clutter. You don't want any clutter in the room, right? You want the straight line so the jury is not confused. But there's enough confusion that the defense can use here, right? Well, all the other sources of DNA, for one, that don't match Bryan, that's clutter. That's clutter. And that's going to clutter. That may clutter your mind. However, it's a little tricky, though, guys, because do you need him to be the lone wolf in order to convict him? Or would you be like, well, there may be other people involved, but we don't know who they are. And so, well, the person sitting in front of us, the target, well, he's right there. You know, you may have that question in your mind. Well, who are the others? And we don't know if we don't know, you know, and you say, well, we already know one person. He's sitting right in front of us. That's the person on trial. So, okay, might as well just go with him, right? Forget the other questions we may have in our mind. So that's the other thing I think you're going to have to swallow. That you're going to have to, as a juror, you're going to have to put that out of your mind that there may be other people involved. So again, you're going to have to declutter your own mind in order to convict on this point, okay, which is, how do I put this? So we have to overlook the clutter of other potential perpetrators. So we have to overlook the other perps. Even if defense just alludes to it, right? They're going to try, if they're allowed to, fully allowed to, they're going to hammer this. Of course. But anyway, you're going to have to you have to declutter your own mind and go with, well, obviously, we don't know who the others are, but we got that one sitting right in front of us. All right, let's keep going, babies. That's number 6. Oh, yeah. Number 7. You're going to have to buy all the bullshit that the prime spoke to. Right? Absolutely. You're going to have to buy her stuff to some degree. Bushy eyebrow, right? Bushy eyebrow. Even though life is but a dream for the prime, life is but a dream. You're going to have to, once the defense gets their crack at her, boy, you want her on the stand as long as possible. Because the more she talks, the more she's going to not make any sense. Just like she did in those interviews. Doesn't make any sense. talks in circles, contradicts herself within 1 or 2 sentences, just contradicts herself all the time. I don't know what I saw. This is what I saw. I don't know what I saw. Life is but a dream. I thought it was a dream, but maybe it wasn't a dream. I don't know. All that crap. You're going to have to buy the bushy eyebrow. As a reasonable juror, can you buy what the prime is selling you? Can you buy that? You're going to have to buy that somewhat in order to convict. Yes, you have to. Merrily, 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 right? Right. So you're going to have to buy the prime because she's the only eyewitness. Now, this DoorDash shit just came up. This DoorDash crap, this DoorDasher. That's a joke too, all right? I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm aware of that. But anyway, she's the one they put in the probable cause, though, not the DoorDash driver. She's the one in the probable cause. So, bushy eyebrow, can you buy that? Well, you're going to have to, okay? I know it's absurd, guys. This whole fucking case is absurd. But anyway, we all know that. Anyway, number eight.